So, here's something that I want to discuss and share my point of view in a different way today. So, today I shared an advice with a colleague saying that when they submitted their changes yesterday, they asked the QA to test it. And after some time, spending some time, QA said that this change is not working fine because it has no limit. Like, let me go back to the actual scenario. There was an input field which had a limit of 50 characters. Now we had to make it 60. When the engineers made a change, they removed the limit completely. They made it limitless. We had decided to make it 60 characters instead of 50. So when they posted a message on our chat asking QA to test it, QA tested and they said that now I am able to enter even 500 characters, which is bugged. So they, after like maybe an hour, the engineer fixed this issue and said that the issue is fixed. Now user can enter only 60 characters. Then I was, you know, I had a mixed feeling about this because I think that's not how we should communicate with our QA. That's not how we should work. So I posted an advice in that chat respectfully saying that like how did we miss this change? And I told them because they are a senior engineer, they are a tech lead, they have other responsibilities as well. So I thought maybe because of being busy with a lot of things, they maybe forgot to make this UI change. So I said you don't necessarily have to do everything yourself. And if you are doing a lot of things yourself, then there is chance that you will miss something because you are busy with many things. So you should involve other people to do a review. Like maybe ask your engineering manager, ask your some other developer. If you have to discuss the user experience, maybe the functionality, how a user will perceive it, ask the QA because they have seen a lot of screens, they know a lot of domain knowledge. So QA is not just a QA, they know a lot of things. So that's how, and there were some other technical aspects as well that I mentioned. So after some time, they responded and they said that I actually did not mean to say that test everything. I meant to say that test only just the part where we have im- like see like increase the limit. So instead of 50, now it has become limitless. So that's why what I wanted to say, but I conveyed my message in a wrong way. So that's why this was a communication issue, not that I did half work and posted it, asked them to check. So now I think this is another issue. Like it's okay. I think every good team in every good team we involve QA in the process as early as possible, even before the development. We involve them in designing. But that's not what happened here. Like design was clear. We knew that we have to extend the limit from 50 to 60. So I think design was pretty clear. And what could be the reason for involving QA at this stage when we have removed the limit completely? Instead of increasing it from 50 to 60, we have completely removed it. One possible good reason for this would be when we are making live changes at production. We could say because customers are facing an issue, making it limitless is not that big an issue because customers won't go post essays in that field like normally. So for maybe for a few minutes, for a few hours, it's okay to make it limitless. So but the actual issue has been solved. The issue was that they were limited at 50 characters. They needed to add a few more characters. So I have quickly made it limitless. Please check it. I think that's a good scenario where it could have been um, better to communicate very early and tell them that we have made it limitless. But in this specific case, there was no benefit of involving QA and telling them that I have made it limitless, even if they said it in correct way that I have made it limitless, please check it. Because that's not something they have to check because they will have to come back and check again if you have make it made it 60 characters or not and what's benefit because um making it limitless is not something that is required for customer. If we were to make it in production for temporary reasons, then it would have been very okay, or it would have been better to check it right away that is it being limitless or no or not. But as the change is not even a temporary for customer, it's not even, it's never going to be visible to customer. So in this case, I think we should have just waited. We should have waited for our development to complete. Maybe we needed to take a break. We made it limitless. Then we stepped back. Maybe we had a lunch or dinner. In this case, I think it was some dinner break. Then they should have come back, completed their work, tested it themselves, then asked the QA to test it completely. Because QA's perspective would be very helpful in this case at the end, in checking how we are displaying that you have a 60 character limits, like when they are, and they implemented it in UA in a very good way. They, when customer is typing and they exceed, they are at 50 characters, we start showing them a warning message saying that you have like 9 characters remaining or 10 characters remaining. So it's not like when they are at the last character, they would know, oh, we have just reached the limit. So the UI experience they built, that was very great. And QA would have helped them in analyzing this. If it wasn't like this, would have commented at the end. But as this was great, so QA had two responsibilities to check if the limit is like 60 characters now, and how is the experience, how is are we conveying to user that you have reached your 60, you are about to reach your 60 character limits. So I think QA's involvement at the end was is very necessary and that's required, but during the process, I think it was redundant and it wasted the QA's time. It wasted other people's time who were observing this chat and they thought that maybe this person. So I think that's how we should do things.